All right, good evening, fellow gun guys. Tony from AZ Gun Guys here with a public service announcement. So whoever might see this on Facebook or something, it's included for you guys too. Sorry about the lighting, kind of sucks. What can I say? Little light I'm holding. Anyway, today I was driving Uber. It's just past Thanksgiving weekend here on Saturday. Driving Uber today about 4:30 or so. Driving to Mesa, get on Guadalupe Road. I'm picking up, get a call to go pick up a woman, whatever. Her name's Frances or Florence or some shit. Doesn't matter. I go to pick her up. Some kind of shitty apartments. I pull in. I'm waiting. Nobody comes out. Finally, I see two women and a small kid, maybe a 5-year-old, 4-year-old boy, I think. Anyway. So I jockey the car around, turn around, come back. I pick them up, and I said, "Hey guys!" So they get in, and as they get in, they're kind of hurrying me. And as they get in, out comes this guy from an apartment. So he comes out, starts walking to the car, and they go, "Hurry up, go, go, go!" So I don't really want to stick around and get in the middle of this, spat. So I start to drive away, and as I get towards the entrance to the apartment complex, there's a police car pulling in. So, no, I feel great. Perfect. Cops are here. They can take a deal with him, and I'll go. So we leave. I start driving across Guadalupe. I get up to Extension, and she says, "Turn right on Extension." So I turn right on northbound on Extension. For those of you who don't know, it's a pretty busy. I wouldn't say it's a major street, but it's a pretty busy street with a light and headed northbound. But there are houses that live alongside it. I look at my rear view as I'm quarter mile down the road, and police is just roaring up, pulling up along behind me with his lights on. Pull over, and I pull over to the side, and again, I'm in a basically residential neighborhood, but it's one of those 35 mile an hour, so it's a pretty busy area. And I pull over, and I see, basically I'm looking in the back, I don't see anything. I see him getting out of his vehicle and standing there, and then within about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, there must have been, I don't know, just 8 or 10 more cops show up, and another 20 seconds after that, another 4 or 5. I'm not kidding when I say there's at least 12 to 15 police. There were in all their police cars, all up and down. Everybody on that street got a show. And I look at these ladies, I go, "What the hell did you get me into?" And she goes, "My boyfriend was beating me up, so we just left, And I look in the rear view, now I'm looking closer, and I see he's got his gun out. And I look, as I start to scan through, I see 4 or 5 officers, and 3 or 4 of them, I know there's at least 7 or 8 back there, but I can see real solid 3 or 4 of them, and 2 of the 3 had their AR-15s out, and I see another one pulling his out, and the cop closest to me has his Glock out, and so, the woman opens the back door of the 4-door car and starts to get out, and the cops yell at her to stay in a car, and just yell at her, close the door. So she shuts the door, and I go, "What?" And she goes, "All right." And she screams at the cop, "All right." And I let off, man. I just yelled at this woman, "What the F did you get me into? Shut your effing mouth. Shut up." Because I yelled, "Put your hands up." I said, "Don't any of you two move. They're going to shoot us. If any of you two make any fast moves, don't do a damn thing." And about 3 minutes goes by. We literally sat there until they got all these police officers positioned accordingly around the vehicle, and then they said, "Okay, let's go ahead and take them out." They were basically take them out of the vehicle, and so he yells, "Driver, open." I said, "Hey man, I'm just an Uber guy. I don't know anything what's going on. I don't even know these people. Open the door and come out." I open the door with my hand out the front, can't even from the inside. I come out, and they go, and it was the classic felony stop. Back up to me, lift up your shirt, turn around, don't have any gun. Now they didn't ask me anything. Here's the thing. I carry my .380 in my pocket, my right pocket, and I have a gun. And I'm backing up to many guns. And I open the door and get out, and I hear at least 2 AR-15 safety go to fire position. And I know exactly what that sounds like. Click, click, 2 of them. I thought this is going to be good. So I put my hands up, they tell me to, and I did exactly what I said, what you're supposed to do. I didn't give him any reason to be nervous. I didn't yell at him, didn't do anything. I said, "Absolutely," called him, "Yes, sir." I backed up, he put his hands on my hand, puts his cuffs around me, and puts my arm around my back. I said, "I need to tell you something." And I was trying to tell him this all along. They were saying, "Shut up, don't say a word, just back up." But I let them do exactly what they told me when they told me. Then I said, "Look, I'm a concealed carry holder. I'm an Uber guy. I'm working, and I have a gun on me." And he says, "Where?" I said, "In my right front pocket." So his supervisor, the sergeant, reaches down, grabs it, pulls it out of my pocket, and then also grabs the holster. He said, "Anything else?" I go, "No, that's it." It's okay. So, and then they did check me out, and once they confirmed everything, they took some information for me while I was still in handcuffs. Once they confirmed everything, they uncuffed me, and they put the other two women were in cuffs. Here's the best part I left out before they cuffed the woman. When they as I get out first, and they start to get the other two women out of the car. The woman that yelled at the cops the first time had the door open. She gets out, and I see this out of the corner of my eye because I'm facing the other way, might be 90 degrees. She takes 2 steps forward, and the cops did not like that and shotgunned her. Bang! The gun goes off, and first thing I thought was, oh my God, they're going to screw up the car because I could care less what happened to this woman. Well, it turns out they hit her with a beanbag round and put her on her ass, and she cut her head. And so they had to call the paramedics. And they basically separated these 2 women. And I told the cops everything they wanted to know. I gave them permission to go through the car and get the bags and stuff that they had. Turns out the boyfriend said that the women had a gun, which for Uber guys, you never know who has a gun, who doesn't. This woman could have had a gun. I have no idea. Well, then I gave them permission. They cleared the stuff out. Ultimately, I got to say, I believe in my heart of hearts, the Mesa Police Department did a very quality stop on us. They treated me with respect, but very harshly. The cops kept saying to me, listen, we know what you tell us, but we can't believe anything. We just separate everybody until we get all the facts right. I said, I understand, I get it. You guys want to go home too. So I'm going to say hats off to Sergeant Lunsford of the Mesa Police Department. There's his card right there. He was cool. He explained everything to me. He told me how it went, what happened, what the procedure was. He even gave me the case number and stuff if I wanted to check into it. I said, the guys treated me with respect, but firmly, and I never felt like I was going to get shot until that woman started opening up, and that's when I got a little nervous, because you don't know what somebody else is going to do, and I thought they were going to open up on a whole car. But they didn't. They maintained themselves, and so, all in all, it was okay. But the moral of the story is, driving Uber, you gotta be careful, man. Like I said, I carry a gun, and all of a sudden, you protect yourself, but you got to say the right things and what not to say and when to say them. And I thought I handled it pretty good. They were very happy with the way I handled it, and they were cool. They took the gun and they put it back in the glove box, and it ended up pretty well. So all in all, that's about it. But it was an exciting day, and I just wanted to tell you about it because, who knows. So anyway, that's it. Tony from AZ Gun Guys, Uber guys, and let's be safe out there, guys. See you next time. Thanks for watching.